Whether you're...
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
What's your big picture?
To keep the farm in the family.
To pay off the loan.
To start my own operation.
To drive Grandpa's combine. Right, Grandpa?
If owning a successful operation is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has ag experts to help you plan for the future.
To diversify.
To teach her how to drive a combine.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes managing your farm easier at bankeasy.com.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV. The Vermillion Baseball Association Chili and Wild Game Feed fundraiser comes up on Sunday, February 4th from 3 to 8 at the Charcoal Lounge in Vermillion. It's $20 for a ticket, which includes 2 free drink tickets, fresh walleye and chislic from 4 to 6, and kids' meals will be available for $5. Tickets can be purchased at the door the day of the event. Don't miss out on the Vermillion Baseball Association Chili and Wild Game Feed fundraiser coming up on Sunday, February 4th at the Charcoal Lounge. There's no better organization that gives back to the student athletes than the Booster Club. The Vermillion Booster Club is committed to helping all student athletes grow. Join the Tanager faithful today by becoming a member at GoTanagers.com. While you're there, check out Team Apparel for your favorite sports team. Like them on Facebook to stay up to date on all the latest information and sports games. Join the Vermillion Boosters today and go Tanagers.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Insurance rates are on the rise, and now more than ever, every penny counts. With me, John Brooks at DFS Insurance, we can look over your coverages and find the right insurance carrier to help you keep your costs down. At DFS Insurance, I'm an independent agent, which allows me to offer a variety of different carriers to fit your needs. When you're ready for your free, no obligation quote, give me a call, and we'll get you on the path to the best and most affordable insurance you need with Dakota Financial Services.
Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, and the right seed, and you'll find that with Pioneer Seed at Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. With the most advanced technologies and local experts, Dakota Seed and Service share in your hard work on the farm, adapting to an ever-changing industry. When you need the right seed, protection, and service, make it Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer, Merce Appliance, downtown Vermillion. Since 1966, Louis Cleaning and Restoration has served the Vermillion and southeast South Dakota area with high-quality work and even higher-quality customer service. At Vermillion's oldest cleaning and restoration company, they pride themselves on providing the best service with friendly, knowledgeable staff. They specialize in cleaning, offering extensive cleaning services with high-powered equipment at an affordable price. Check out their website for a full list of services they offer. And next time you need it clean, call Louis Cleaning and Restoration.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Birds like tanagers are great at flying out of the way to miss your car. Deer and other drivers are not. If you're in any kind of accident, bring your vehicle to Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. We repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition and handle the entire process from start to finish, including an accurate estimate and dealing with the insurance adjuster. So good luck to the tanagers, and if you're in an accident, bring your vehicle to
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Jensen Kennels is your safe place to take your dog while you're away. They have over 7,000 square feet of indoor run space and outdoor play yards. They pride themselves in providing enrichment both mentally and physically for all types of dogs. And speaking of size, Jensen Kennels can host any size of dog, from the smallest Boston Terrier to the largest Great Dane. To find out the full services Jensen Kennels offers, check out their website and Facebook pages. Next time you need your dog to stay in a safe, fun environment, make it Jensen's Kennels.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
If you are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills, we'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermillion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
Looking for a great new or used John Deere planter? Then look no more. Grossenberg Implement has a great used selection this month. They have a good selection of 2023 and 2022 model years that will make your operation more efficient and productive with low-rate financing of only 1.99% for 60 months for those that qualify. You'll be ready for spring planting. Come in and talk to one of their sales professionals or browse their inventory at grossenberg.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officer has an expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
What's your big picture?
To keep the farm in the family.
To pay off the loan.
To start my own operation.
To drive Grandpa's combine. Right, Grandpa?
If owning a successful operation is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has ag experts to help you plan for the future.
To diversify.
To teach her how to drive a combine.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes managing your farm easier at bankeasy.com.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. Welcome inside the birdcage as we get you set for another night of high school hoops here in Vermillion, South Dakota, along with our producer and color man of the evening, Cole Larsh. I'm Heath Nimke. What a great Tuesday it has been. What a wonderful day it was outside. Temperatures hitting right around 45 degrees and melting more away of the snow, and it leads to a perfect evening of basketball. Right now in JV action, halfway through the fourth quarter, the Vermillion Tanagers lead it by 20 points, 21 I should say, over the Beresford Watchdogs. Cole, something you might want to check out is your quick OCD there, or OCR. It's 48 on the scoreboard, not 43, so I don't know if that's having troubles reading anything right now or not, but you might want to check it out there just in case. Otherwise, we get you set for a Region 4A matchup between the Vermillion Tanagers and the Beresford Watchdogs, as Beresford comes in 9-4 overall, but just 1-2 within the region, whereas the Vermillion girls, it's just 3 that remain on the schedule. 3 home games, that is, including tonight's game, and in fact, this will be probably one of the toughest, or I should say the toughest competition here at home, at least for the rest of the regular season. The other 2 games against the Masson Bulldogs and also the Parker Pheasants. Both teams have a combined 2 wins so far this season. But for the Vermillion Tanagers, last time we were joined with you, Cole Larsh was with you from Mount Marty University at Simple Arena, where the Vermillion girls got the victory 56-28 over the Millbank Bulldogs. The Tanagers are now on a 2-0 run over the past 2 games. And of course, that Thursday win against Del Rapids, 44-12. And we talk about what is upcoming for the Vermillion girls. We're going to hear head coach John Brooks talk more about this coming up here on the broadcast. But this Region 4A matchup and then the tough competition that is coming up. In fact, you look at what's coming up after this game. It includes one of the top 5 teams, Sioux Falls Christian, in a battle for a chance to have a claim of the DAC-12 conference title. A lot can still happen. Aberdeen Roncalli, who is receiving votes in the media, and the DAC-12 NEC clash, and then yet still waiting in the wings. You talk about other games on the road at Dakota Valley, on the road at Lenox, and on the road taking on Wagner. So a lot of great competition left yet for this Vermillion girls. Really going to find out where they are at, as again coming in 9-3 overall and 5-1 within the conference so far this season. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll talk more about this matchup between the Vermillion Tanagers and the Beresford Watchdogs. That is on the way next here on Live Ticket TV and Vermillion Tanagers Live. Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV. The Vermillion Baseball Association Chili and Wild Game Feed fundraiser comes up on Sunday, February 4th from 3 to 8 at the Charcoal Lounge in Vermillion. It's $20 for a ticket, which includes 2 free drink tickets, fresh walleye and chislic from 4 to 6, and kids' meals will be available for $5. Tickets can be purchased at the door the day of the event. Don't miss out on the Vermillion Baseball Association Chili and Wild Game Feed fundraiser coming up on Sunday, February 4th at the Charcoal Lounge. There's no better organization that gives back to the student athletes than the Booster Club. The Vermillion Booster Club is committed to helping all student athletes grow. Join the Tanager faithful today by becoming a member at GoTanagers.com. While you're there, check out team apparel for your favorite sports team. Like them on Facebook to stay up to date on all the latest information and sports games. Join the Vermillion Boosters today and go Tanagers.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Insurance rates are on the rise, and now more than ever, every penny counts. With me, John Brooks at DFS Insurance, we can look over your coverages and find the right insurance carrier to help you keep your costs down. At DFS Insurance, I'm an independent agent, which allows me to offer a variety of different carriers to fit your needs. When you're ready for your free, no obligation quote, give me a call, and we'll get you on the path to the best and most affordable insurance you need with Dakota Financial Services.
Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, and the right seed, and you'll find that with Pioneer Seed at Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. With the most advanced technologies and local experts, Dakota Seed and Service share in your hard work on the farm, adapting to an ever-changing industry. When you need the right seed, protection, and service, make it Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer, Merce Appliance, downtown Vermillion. Since 1966, Louis Cleaning and Restoration has served the Vermillion and southeast South Dakota area with high-quality work and even higher-quality customer service. At Vermillion's oldest cleaning and restoration company, they pride themselves on providing the best service with friendly, knowledgeable staff. They specialize in cleaning, offering extensive cleaning services with high-powered equipment at an affordable price. Check out their website for a full list of services they offer. And next time you need it clean, call Louis Cleaning and Restoration. Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. Inside the birdcage, it's 56-29 in JV action. The Vermillion girls are going to get the win in JV hoops. As we take a look at the Beresford Watchdogs and the Vermillion Tanagers, very competitive records, if you will, almost identical. Vermillion coming in 9-3 overall, whereas the Beresford Watchdogs are 9-4. Now, again, a few years ago, Beresford left the DAC-12 conference. It was called the DAC-12 conference because there were 12 teams in it. It's not like the Big 12, where there's 25 teams and a Big 12 conference, but Beresford left a few years ago, went to the Big East. Beresford is 5-1 so far this season in the Big East. That does not count the recent tournament that they were in. But when you take a look at the region standings so far this season, it's a very, very different compared to these two teams. Vermillion right now is in first of Region 4A, whereas Beresford, out of the 8 teams, is all the way down in 7th with that 9-4 record. So to give us a little bit more in-depth of what we've seen so far from the Beresford Watchdogs, let's get to a man who has called a few of their games so far this season. Cole Larsh, the Beresford Watchdogs, 9-4. I have maybe been a little bit hypocritical of these teams so far this season, but what should we expect from Beresford tonight?
Well, I think one of the main things is what you're going to see is they're going to come out, they're going to try and be faster, they're going to try and run up and down the floor. That's what they've been kind of known to do these past couple of years. I mean, they might not have quite the depth as they used to have in earlier years, but they're going to try and run the floor with you, try and get a little bit of full court pressure. I mean, they're going to want to move, so they want to get this game rolling fast, and they got a couple of really good shooters. If I can remember their names here for a second, there we go. Ella Merriman and Lily Sievert, they're going to be some pretty deadly shooters out there from the outside, so they're going to want to run fast. They're going to want to chuck the ball up. Should be a pretty fun one.
Vermillion again coming off of 2 straight victories, including a dominating performance against the Millbank Bulldogs on Saturday at Mount Marty University. 56-28 victory. Cole, we are really starting to harp on it as we're past the halfway point of this season. For the Vermillion girls, Of course, not quite what we saw last year on that exciting 20-0 run, or 19-1, I should say. Only lost to Hamlin in that DAC-12 NEC clash. But what's still remaining on this schedule, including at Dakota Valley, at Sioux Falls Christian, at Lenox, at Wagner, these few games that maybe aren't as tough or as we think it'll be as tough, Vermillion needs to look convincing when they do play these to try to find a win.
Yeah, these are going to be some of the biggest games coming up, as we talked about that kind of with the boys team as well, is no matter what game you play, when you get late in the season, it's going to have huge implications. I mean, you can just look at the region standings right now. Inside Region 4, Vermillion's number 1, but you look behind them, T-Area has a better record, Lenox has a better record, EPJ has a better record, and even Dakota Valley has a better record, all 2 through 5. So if you don't look convincing, you slip up maybe once or twice, you could get knocked down all the way to the 4 seed, and that'd be almost impossible to try and come out of this Region 4. You got to look strong in every game. You're going to play strong competition. That's just how it is coming out of Region 4 and in the DAC-12 conference.
Yeah, I certainly expect this one to be a tough one, as we mentioned. Cole, before we get to our coach's interview with head coach John Brooks, Beresford, they're still looking maybe for signature wins so far this season. Again, we talk about coming in 9-4, but we look down and up their season so far. Losses to Dakota Valley, loss to number 2 Philandrew, a loss to even a 6-5 Canton team by almost 30 points, a loss to a good Sioux Valley team in the Big East tournament. I mean, when you look at their wins so far this season, it's basically been against teams with losing records. What does it take for the Watchdogs to get the upset tonight here inside the Birdcage?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is they're going to rely on their shooting quite a bit, so it's going to be one of those games where if they come out hot shooting, they're going to be a pretty deadly team, and Vermillion's going to have a hard time keeping up with them. But if you can kind of slow them down a little bit, kind of get off in a little bit, because you look early in the season, they defeated Sioux Valley 58-47 before losing to them in the tournament 46-68. And you can just even ask a lot of the players, like, yeah, we just didn't have it offensively. We were trying everything we could, couldn't get any 3 balls to fall. So they're going to be pretty dependent on that deep shot, I think, here tonight. But if they can get them to consistently fall, watch out for the Watchdogs.
Getting you set for this Region 4A matchup between the Vermillion Tanagers and the Beresford Watchdogs. We're going to step aside. When we come back, it's time to get to our coach's interview with head coach John Brooks, talking more not just about this matchup, but also what's yet to come on the schedule. Plus, last night we supported the shirt of Jay Drake. Is there a t-shirt that exists with John Brooks' face on it, and how do we get ourselves one? That's on the way next here on Live Ticket TV.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Birds like tanagers are great at flying out of the way to miss your car. Deer and other drivers are not. If you're in any kind of accident, bring your vehicle to Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. We repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition and handle the entire process from start to finish, including an accurate estimate and dealing with the insurance adjuster. So good luck to the tanagers, and if you're in an accident, bring your vehicle to
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
welcome back the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. It's a Region 4A matchup between the Beresford Watchdogs and the Vermillion Tanagers, and a girls' game only tonight because scheduled for a doubleheader earlier this season, but the Beresford Watchdogs on the boys' side were part of the Holiday Classic. And because of that, they did not want to play each other twice this season, so that just made it into single games. That is why there's only the one game here this evening. And of course, we're coming off the heels of maybe one of the greatest comebacks for the Vermillion boys in the Jay Drake era, I should say, after it was a 13-0 run for Vermillion in the last 2.5 minutes to win 61-60 over Madison last night here inside the Birdcage. It was really exciting, and we're expecting ourselves another good game here this evening as Vermillion takes on the Beresford Watchdogs. Now, earlier today, I caught up with head coach John Brooks to talk not only about the matchup, but the busy week, and also what few home games are left. The DAC-12 NEC matchup, and finally, is there a t-shirt that exists with John Brooks' head out there just like Jay Drake? It's right now here on our pregame show. It's head coach of the Vermillion girls, John Brooks. Coach Brooks getting ready for the Beresford Watchdogs. And before we talk about this matchup tonight, let's kind of recap what happened this past weekend. Take on the Millbank Bulldogs. I think everyone thought this was going to be a win for your squad, but a very competitive basketball game, maybe one that you have to kind of grind out in the last few minutes. 23-2 after quarter number one. It was not interesting the rest of the basketball game. We watched the minutes go by quickly in that second half. What worked so right for your girls in that matchup against Madison Bulldogs for you to just control from the very first half?
You know, we shot it well in the first quarter, and Millbank does. They run a 2-3 zone, but they rotate a little different out of it, and they get out and pressure you in it. They don't just sit back. So we wanted to attack their zone. We wanted to get some high-low looks, and I thought our girls did a really good job of attacking it there in the first quarter. And then we were able to pick up with our pressure and turn them over. I know we got a 10-second call there in the first quarter and got some transition buckets. So obviously defended really well right up from the start, holding them to only 2 points. So really happy with the way our girls came out and just kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
Well, a dominating win, as we know, moved to now 9-3 overall. And then we know this is not going to get any easier. As we heard on Sunday, the DAC-12 NEC Clash was released. I think going into that game, you had a good suspicion that you were going to be the 2 seed and a good chance that you were going to play Aberdeen-Roncalli. Your thoughts on that matchup coming up on Saturday?
Yeah, obviously Aberdeen-Roncalli is a great team. I think they're 11-2. Their only loss is they played Fiston very, very tough, and Fiston's number one team in the state. I think they ended up losing by 6, and then they did lose last week or a couple weeks ago to Hamlin. But besides that, they've taken care of business. They're they're good tradition there. They've been very good for the last few years, and have another really good team starting to get some film on them. So busy week. Obviously, Beresford at home tonight, and then go to Sioux Falls Christian on Thursday, and then Roncalli on Saturday. So we have a full week here.
We're going to talk more about it coming up on Thursday as well, but just quick thoughts. How important is that Sioux Falls Christian game on the DAC-12 aspect if you could win and just say everything goes right for the rest of the 3 teams? Sioux Falls Christian, and Vermillion would all be tied for first in the DAC-12 title. You would all share that. I know that's one of your goals. How important is that game on Thursday?
Yeah, it's huge. You know, it keeps us in the running for the share of the title for the conference. So, you know, obviously we still have some big conference games left. There's no doubt about that. We still have 4 conference games with Madison, and then the big ones with Dakota Valley and Lennox. So long ways to go, but in order to stay in it, you got to take care of the next conference game, and that would be Sioux Falls Christian. And obviously going to be very, very difficult at third place, but if we can find a way on the road, then it keeps us in that conversation.
One thing before we talk about this matchup, and it kind of, I guess, leads into this matchup, as of right now, we throw out regions, 3 home games, including tonight, and then we have against Madison, and then to wrap up the regular season against Parker. Does it seem like it went by way too quick when it came to home games this season?
We didn't have many of them. You know, it got ourselves in a lot of classics again this year, and
obviously home games were not very many. I think we ended up with 7 for the season. So we got to enjoy. That's what we kind of talked about in practice yesterday. Enjoy our home games here. We got 3 left. One tonight against Beresford. We feels like we haven't been here for a while. We were here against South Point a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and our girls are really excited to play in front of our home fans. So hopefully we have a good crowd and play well.
Who are the Beresford Watchdogs? Record-wise, coming in 9-4, but yet they find themselves 7th within the region standings. Now, of course, Region 4A is extremely tough, Coach. You know that, but when you have that nice of a winning record, yet you still find yourself down in 7th, is this a Beresford Watchdogs team that is a serious contender, or maybe because of the Big East Conference, they're playing maybe some easier competition than what we see against DAC 12 opponents? Your thoughts on the Beresford Watchdogs?
Well, first of all, yeah, I think they're very talented. And they have the Merriman girl at point guard who was all-conference player last year. I think she's got to be scoring 25 a game. She can really fill it up, and they got Coth inside, so they got a nice 1-2 punch. And then they put a lot of athletes on the floor. They get after you with their pressure, 2-3 extended zone defense. So, but like you said, they've been in the Big East is a little down this year, so that's probably why their power points are a little bit down. But they're looking for those signature wins, and one of them's here against us, where they can come into our place and kind of let it loose, and they're trying to get a big win on their schedule. So good thing for us. We've been in a lot of these games. We've played a very difficult schedule up to this point, so we kind of know what to expect, and hopefully on our home floor we shoot it well tonight, and things can go our way.
Keep looking at the girls now as we focus back in on your squad, a team that averages 52 points so far this season. Coach, what's one of the biggest stats that stands out to you? I know that's something you look at all the time. I feel like maybe it's your rebound margin losing in that category, or maybe even your free throw percentage down to 54%. What's the biggest stat that stands out to you this season, either good or bad?
Well, free throws is something we've talked about a lot the last 2 weeks. Free throws and side, and we feel like defensively we're doing a good job, and we're holding teams to tough shooting nights and low points. For us, the big key is consistently scoring the basketball, and we feel like every game right now we're leaving 8 to 10 points out of there on just a few missed layups and some free throws, and those 8 to 10 points end up being the difference of winning and losing close games. So that's really been our big emphasis here the last few weeks, is converting when we get to the free throw line, when we get the ball in the paint, get the thing up on the glass and finish. And we feel like if we do those things and we can tack on a few more points every game, that could be the difference for us.
Coach, before I let you go, I want to go back to the Region 4A. Somewhere right now you find yourself in first. I know you've heard, of course, the rumors out there that everyone right now is battling for first because everyone wants to avoid playing either T area or Lennox again in the second round of the regions. How important is this one to win against Beresford and to continue to maintain that first spot in Region 4A? Yeah,
being the 1 seed is always nice, and technically should give you the easiest path. Always hold true, but either way, when you look at the teams in Region 4A, you are going to have to play very well to get out of our region. Everybody kind of talks about the T and the Lennox, but Elk Point and Dakota Valley, Canton, they are very, very good basketball teams, and you're just not going to get out of the region without playing a good team. And then we got Beresford tonight, so we'll kind of find out what Beresford's all about too. So it's not going to be easy. We just have to be ready for whoever we play when that time comes around, but obviously, we want to be playing well these last 2 to 3 weeks of the regular season, get some wins, and if we can make a run at that 1 seed, that would be great.
Coach, before I let you go, fans want to know, last night I supported a Jay Drake t-shirt that was given out last year during the region playoffs. The question is, does John Brooks have a t-shirt out there with his face on it? And if not, why not?
I hope not. Not that I know of. And if there is one and it's floating around, like I said, I'm unaware. So hopefully we can keep it that way, and you can just keep wearing that Jay Drake one instead.
You don't want a t-shirt with your face on it?
We need to avoid that at all costs. We don't need that going on.
I think it's appropriate if he claims another Region 4A title. Vermillion girls last year went 19-1. And, of course, they're having another phenomenal season this year. 9-3 overall. 2-1 within the region and 5-1 in the DAC-12 conference. It's almost time for game time between the Beresford Watchdogs and the Vermillion Tanagers. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have our starting five for both the Watchdogs and the Tanagers and get you set for the opening tap. That is on the way next here on Live Ticket TV and Vermillion Tanagers Live.
Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Jensen Kennels is your safe place to take your dog while you're away. They have over 7,000 square feet of indoor run space and outdoor play yards. They pride themselves in providing enrichment both mentally and physically for all types of dogs. And speaking of size, Jensen Kennels can host any size of dog, from the smallest Boston Terrier to the largest Great Dane. To find out the full services Jensen Kennels offers, check out their website and Facebook pages. Next time you need your dog to stay in a safe, fun environment, make it Jensen's Kennels.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
If you are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills, we'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermillion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. It's almost game time here in this Region 4A matchup between the Vermillion Tanagers and the Beresford Watchdogs. Let's meet our starting five for the visitors. Beresford, as they come in 9-4 overall, 1-2 within the Region 4A, 5-1 in the Big East Conference. Head coach is Hillary Paulson. Our starting five for the Watchdogs includes number 11, Ella Merriman, the 5'6 sophomore. Number 15, Cassie Tweet, the 5'7 senior. Number 21, the 5'9 junior, Lily Seaver. Number 24, Kendra Ellis, the 5'9 sophomore. And finally, number 30, Harley Koth, the 5'9 sophomore for the Beresford Watchdogs. For the Vermillion Tanagers, nothing changes that we have seen all season long. The starting five includes number 11, Taylor Roofers, number 21, Brooklyn Voss, number 22, Janaea Cleveland, number 25, Chandler Cleveland, and finally, number 33, Brooke Jensen. Again, the Tanagers 9-3 overall. 2-1 within the region, only loss coming against T, and 5-1 in the conference. The Vermillion girls, a very busy stretch for them this week as they have to take on one of the top 5 teams in the state, Sioux Falls Christian, on the road on Thursday before traveling to Madison to take on Aberdeen Roncalli and the DAC-12 NEC Clash coming up on Saturday at 5 o'clock. Of course, we'll have all those games right here for you on Vermillion Tanagers Live and Live Ticket TV. We are set and ready to go here in this Region 4A matchup. The Tanagers in their all-white uniforms, numbers and letters that are in red, outlined by black. The Beresford Watchdogs in their purple uniforms with numbers that are in white for this evening. It's a decent crowd on hand here inside the Birdcage. The fans don't have too many more of these games left. In fact, after tonight for the Vermillion girls, only 2 home games remain on the schedule, at least during the regular season. we're expecting at least another home game in the region tournament, if you will. Could even have ourselves 2 in that tournament, but still a lot left to be played for this season. Koth and Voss meet in the middle with the light that comes back on. The spotlight turns off, and here we go inside the birdcage with a Region 4A matchup between Vermillion and Beresford. The opening tap won by the Tanagers, wasting absolutely no time. Jensen drives in, can't finish it off. And Cole, that has been a theme all season long, finishing at the rim for the Vermillion girls.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been one of those things where, last year you think about it and going down the stretch of some of those big games that almost like they couldn't miss from inside and couldn't make anything from outside, and it seems almost opposite this season so far.
Vermillion misses a 3, but get an offensive rebound back out to Brooke Jensen. In the end, Vermillion gets 3 different cracks at it and eventually comes away with points. They lead it early 3-0. A turnover margin that's at 9.5. from Vermillion to opponents, and Beresford almost turned it over on their opening possession. Ball goes out of bounds along the baseline, so it will stay with the Watchdogs. We had ourselves an exciting one here inside the birdcage last night, but Cole, at least the Vermillion girls don't get off to a horrendous start like the boys did last night.
Yeah, it's more points from Vermillion in the first quarter than we almost saw last night combined. It seemed like it was going to be for a while.
Vermillion started, the boys did at least 0 of 14 from the field to begin the basketball game last night. 3-pointer good, as this one is answered back by Seaver. So both teams come away with 3s on their first possessions. Voss, quick jumper the opposite way. And by the way, I have to be careful what I say about the boys basketball team, because head coach Jay Drake is off to the left of me.
When has that ever stopped you?
I think he would admit that the opening quarter was not the prettiest. But in the end, his crew got the job done. Almost a turnover. Ball is still loose. It's going to go out of bounds. And Beresford, they say it will belong to them. Last touch by Janaea Cleveland. Because of the deflection, there's no over and back here. Beresford will have their entire 18 seconds to get in the front court, but that is also a factor. They don't have 35 seconds. They get in the front court, but they're down to 10 seconds now left on the shot clock. The offense needs to move here for the Watchdogs. At the top of the key, over to the left they work it. It's a hot pass, finally collected, down to 1 second. Off-balance shot is off the heel of the iron. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be pulled down by the Watchdogs. And so far, both teams have been good on the offensive glass. A whistle is called inside the lane. It's going to go against the Watchdogs, so wipe away the 3-pointer that was just made. And the foul called against Cassie Tweet. What a big foul call there against the Watchdogs, Cole.
Yeah, it wasn't. They haven't taken the score off the scoreboard, so maybe the shot did count.
Okay.
And now I don't know who shot it because I was waiting for the foul.
So it'll be Janaea Cleveland. She drives in to Voss, jumper. This one is off the mark and rebounded for the Watchdogs, leading it by 1, 6-5. Turn around, this one is good. Oh, excuse me, off the mark, I apologize. And now a jump ball is called, and the possession arrow favors the Watchdogs. Yeah, Cole, I would not be able to help you out there either. We're going to have to go back and find out later who scored that. So we're missing 3 points for the Beresford Watchdogs. Quick inbound to Koth. She'll shoot the 17-footer. It's off the mark. And here come the Tanagers trailing by 1. Roovers, the floater, air ball, but it's underneath to Cleveland. She's double-teamed. Back out to Roovers. Roovers in the lane. To the top with Voss. Over to Janaea Cleveland. The tough defense here. To the top with Roovers. To Janaea Cleveland. 3-pointer is off the mark. Loose basketball picked up by Jensen. Bounce pass down to Voss as Vermillion comes up with another O-board. Inside to Roovers. Her shot left short once again. And Beresford, playing the pesky defense, gets the stop. Inside, loose basketball. Back out, they work it. Out-controlled with Ellis. And a whistle is called. A foul that will go against the Vermillion Tanagers, and Janaea Cleveland will pick up her first personal. and the first team foul. 6-5. 3 minutes exactly gone here in this opening quarter. Great to have you along here on Live Ticket TV, the home for the Beresford Watchdogs and the Vermillion Tanagers. Ball inside, turned over. Here comes Vermillion from Cleveland to Cleveland. Bounce pass to Roovers. Over to Jensen. Just inside and shoots the jumper and knocks it down. Brooke Jensen came into the ball game, the leading scorer for the Vermillion Tanagers with 143 points so far this season. Vermillion back up by 1, almost another turnover as Jensen got in there on the deflection. But it stays with the Watchdogs. Merriman has it. She's been held quiet, pulling a double team from the Cleveland Twins. Now a three-pointer on the wing. This one's off the mark. Loose basketball, though. Another O-board drive in, and a foul called on the missed shot there by Sievert. But the foul that will go against the Tanagers, it'll be called against Roovers. Roovers picks up her first personal in the second team foul. 2 free throws upcoming. By the way, you heard it in our pregame conversation with head coach John Brooks, and if you missed it, Vermillion shoots just 54% from the free throw line this season. Compare that to their opponent who shoots 63%. Sievert made the first free throw. She has 4 in the ball game. 7-7, second free throw is good for Sievert. So 5 points here in the first quarter for Sievert. The Beresford Watchdogs lead it 8-7. Under halfway to go in this opening quarter. It's been back and forth so far in the Region 4A matchup. Three-pointer for Roovers is good. Vermillion hits their second 3 of the ball game, and they take back a 2-point lead. The press is on, almost a turnover once again, and so far Beresford has been lucky and not forcing the bad turnovers, and now a pass inside the lane, and it will be against Janaea Cleveland, picking up her second, third team foul, and Barta and Casey Hansen will come on. Cole, at least you can replace a starter for a former starter with Casey Hansen back in the lineup.
Yeah, it's one of the things where they really haven't been able to do that a lot this season, but now with that added depth, going to be huge to play, especially in this game and late in the rest of the season.
And now an inbounds turnover. By the way, both Cleveland Twins came out of the ball game. Three-pointer for Barta is off the front of the iron. Watchdogs come up with the loose basketball, trailing by 2, 10-8, 3:18 first quarter. Koth trying to find some separation. Work it to Ella. Again, she's been held in check so far in the ball game, has yet to score. Over to the wing, 3-ball, this one air ball, and it's going to be saved. No, out of bounds, they say. Last touch by Ellis, and it will be Vermillion basketball. Couple substitutions as Colford and Lyle will check in to the ball game, the junior and senior for the Watchdogs. Roovers over to Barta, to the elbow with Jensen, and as Jensen made her move, a foul is called against Merriman. She'll pick up her first personal in the second team foul. Total of 5 fouls called here in this opening quarter. 10-8, 2:55 first quarter. Roovers, right-handed dribble, trying to get some separation from Ellis. Barta back to Roovers, back to Barta once again. The rainbow pass to the opposite side. Casey Hansen almost fumbled it away. Baseline to Voss, inside to Roovers, leaves it short, and she just tries to tip it back to one of her own teammates. It doesn't go that way. Ella quickly in, off the bottom of the backboard, and now a pass. Where'd it go to? Voss has it, quickly up to Barta. Barta loses it out of bounds, but they say it was poked away by Lyle, the senior. Still be Vermillion basketball. 10-8, 2:27 first quarter. So we saw back and forth points there the first 4 minutes, and since then, we've been on a little bit of a scoring drought. And inside, Jensen misses. The bionicle leg rebound from Hansen, but she can't come with it, and then we're going to get a whistle in the backcourt. Foul against Brooke Jensen, picking up her first personal and the fourth team foul. 10-8, 2:18. Another substitution, as now we're going to see Mockler, who will come into the ball game, and it will be Ellis who will check out for the Watchdogs. Merriman has it, top of the key for the Watchdogs. Inside the lane, Koth try to get some space, back out to Ella, and Ella makes her move, and is going to draw a foul on Voss now. So 4 different starters have now drawn fouls on the Vermillion Tanagers, also giving up bonus. And Ella will head to the charity stripe where the Watchdogs are already 2 of 2 here in the ball game. Student section is chanting airball on Cole. We've already discussed this off air. A hodgepodge of colors. It looked like they tried to put something together for the student section and came up with nothing.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Ella goes 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. The Watchdogs now 4 of 4, and we're tied once again, 10-10. It's the 3rd tie here of the ball game. To Voss, no look pass to Roovers. Roovers over to Barta, to Jensen. Jensen has her pocket pick. Hansen tries to come up with it. She can't. Quickly the opposite way. It's Ella, a 3-on-2, and draws another foul. So Vermillion has given up 6 fouls. This one committed by Barta, picking up her first personal. So 5 different Tanagers have now picked up a foul here in this opening quarter. Really haven't seen this type of foul trouble for the Vermillion Tanagers in a quarter yet this season. Free throw is off the mark for Ella. Cassie Tweet comes back in. Mockler, the junior, will come out. Also, Voss is out, and Chandler Cleveland is back in the ball game. Janaea will continue to sit with picking up 2 personal fouls. Beresford will have now their 3rd lead of the basketball game as Ella makes her 2nd free throw. Barta working around the perimeter, back to Barta. She drives in. Jumper, they're going to call contact, and a foul called on the Watchdogs, picking up their 3rd team foul. And the foul called against Koth, picking up her first personal. A total now of 9 fouls called in this opening quarter. Maybe a little bit more common for that type of foul trouble, if you will, or at least fouls called. In boys basketball, maybe not necessarily as much in girls basketball. 11-11. 2nd free throw, this one's off the mark. 4th time we've been tied here in this opening quarter. Under 90 seconds remaining in the first. The Watchdogs, Koth, bounce passes they get to Sievert. Pass that got deflected up in the air. Over to the left wing. Back to the top they go in the lane. Back out, collects Ella. Her shot was blocked, but Koth comes up with it. Now fight for it, finally. Vermillion gets the fast break. Barta has to collect. It's the 3rd missed bucket inside the lane for the Vermillion Tanagers. 1:03 remaining in the first. Voss will check back in. Brooke Jensen will come out. The former Watchdog coach, Kelly Knutson, talks to Jensen as she takes a seat on the bench. 11-11, under 60 seconds. Ball just went dead at the legs of a Watchdog. And now a whistle called for a jump ball, and it will be Vermillion basketball. So they're trying to get to, I believe, Cassie Tweet, and it hit her legs, and the basketball just stopped. Didn't even pinball around. 45 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Barta over to Roovers. Casey Hansen, the head bob. Back to the top they go with Roovers. Back to Casey Hansen, 3-pointer, good. 3rd 3 for the Vermillion Tanagers. Vermillion now with 4 bench points, and they take their 5th lead of the basketball game, 14-11. 18 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Inside, shot left short. Here comes Casey Hansen, quickly the opposite way. Over to Roovers. Roovers kicks to Voss. 3-pointer at the buzzer. This one is off the mark, and Beresford won't get a last-second shot off. Vermillion leads it 14-11, and a back-and-forth affair in quarter number 1 in this Region 4A matchup. We're back in 30 seconds. here on Vermillion Tanagers Live and Live Ticket TV.
Looking for a great new or used John Deere planter? Then look no more. Grossenberg Implement has a great used selection this month. They have a good selection of 2023 and 2022 model years that will make your operation more efficient and productive with low rate financing of only 1.99% for 60 months for those that qualify. You'll be ready for spring planting. Come in and talk to one of their sales professionals or browse their inventory at grossenberg.com.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. 14-11. At the end of quarter number 1, Cole Larsh. Let's take a look at what has made this game so defensively so far in quarter number 1 between the Beresford Watchdogs and the Vermillion Tanagers.
Yeah, the biggest thing we're going to look at here is first the defense for the Beresford Watchdogs. They're just sitting back, 2-3 zone, but one of the things they're doing is they're playing super aggressive up on the wings. They're trying to get a lot of ball pressure. They're pressuring a lot no matter who has the ball on the outside for the Tanagers. If you're the Tanagers right now, what you want to do, what you've been doing is good, is eventually if you want to get this forward out right here to the baseline, try and get some cutters down on the baseline, then somebody's got to find an open gap. I mean, this zone's going to shift to whichever way the ball's going. There's going to be an open space in the backside of the zone and sometimes right here in the middle by the free throw line. So you just got to kind of cut and find those openings. If you're Beresford right now, the biggest thing that Vermillion's doing to you right now is they're doing the exact same thing. No matter who has the ball, they're getting a lot of ball pressure out in the wings. They're playing Jensen really high on the free throw line, maybe even a little higher up here, just trying because they know that Beresford doesn't have a lot of size underneath, and then you're just having Roovers running back here back and forth. They're really stopping anything that Beresford's been able to do offensively.
14-11. Back here inside the birdcage. Cole Larsh, I'm Heath Nimke. We are taking our talents to ESPN next year, so enjoy us while you still have us.
You're dang right. And now as I say that, Vermillion switches defenses.
Well, that is famous for head coach John Brooks. Who doesn't like one thing, he will switch to a different defense. Cole drawn up. What new defense are we seeing now? We'll get over to you in just a moment. Lily Sievert hits her second 3 of the ball game, and we're tied for the 5th time once again. 14-14. Voss's shot is blocked, and then the basketball goes out of bounds. As it hit off Lily Sievert there. And then Lily said something to the official. He let it go. Janaea Cleveland into Roovers. Back to Janaea. Again, Janaea picked up 2 personal fouls in that first quarter. Spent a lot of time on the bench. Loose basketball, fight for it, and now a whistle is called as Roovers is going to pick up now her second personal and the first team of the quarter.
Yeah, one of the big things that Vermillion's now doing in this new defense, just straight up man, but one thing they're doing, they're switching a lot on this. They're almost playing like a man-type zone. Is if this player right here goes inside, it's going to be covered right there. They're kind of playing in the same spots, but it's primarily a man defense.
Koth leaves her 3 short, rebounded by Ella, put it back up quickly, and then goes out of bounds. You never know what you're going to find here on Live Ticket TV. Always breaking out new things, a part of our broadcast. Expanding and coming with one thing after another. We almost got live on the air. The voice of the Watchdogs, Mr. Olson, to join us here on the pregame show. I don't know why we didn't. 3-pointer, Roovers. This one hits the shot clock and goes out of bounds.
I mean, we still can.
We technically could.
Technically, we could do that.
Now, we have gotten live interviews during basketball games before. Usually it's the coach, Gary Culver, who joins us. But speaking of, we really haven't talked to Gary much this season. We should probably check on him, make sure he's doing okay.
Well, he was at the boys' game last night, standing in just about the same spot the whole game.
We do not see him tonight, so someone go find the coach, Gary Culver, and see if he's doing all right. Janaea Cleveland trying to get some space. Brooke Jensen over to Roovers. Roovers switches it to Cleveland. Bounce pass down to Voss. Back out to Roovers. Roovers the jumper, and this one is off the mark. Loose basketball, though. Goes to Janaea Cleveland inside, and she can't hit. Ball goes out of bounds. Cole, we've now seen 4 missed shots right at the rim for the Vermillion Tanagers.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just going to be a thing this game or what's been going on a little lately, but it's just I don't know, something's just not quite working underneath, and, like you say, law averages all the time. Something's got to fall eventually.
Koth, the right-hander, this one doesn't go for her. So we're either seeing teams continue to keep scoring, or we're seeing an imbalance of points for both teams, but consistently, if you will. Foul was called on the Beresford Watchdogs there. And the foul went against Cassie, picking up her second personal. She's the first Watchdog to pick up more than one. Janaea Cleveland down the baseline to Voss. Voss wants to get the pass to Brooke Jensen. Bounce pass, though, goes out of bounds. Vermillion has not scored here in the quarter. We're almost 3 minutes in. Lyle will check in the ball game. Cassie Tweet will come out for the Watchdogs. Back into action. The press is on. Still in the backcourt. Get it to Lyle. Now to Ellis. Ellis back out to Ella. Merriman, the right-hand scoop doesn't work. Rebounded by Janaea Cleveland. Janaea over to Jensen. Cleveland, bounce pass to Voss. Once again to Jensen, driving inside. Bucket is good. And one opportunity upcoming. And Cole, that was going to lead right into my next question. Is this a Vermillion team that's just not attacking the hoop enough, I should say? I mean, yes, they've missed a lot of bunnies inside, but you want to see them keep attacking as well.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where it's just they kind of been getting content sitting in when Beresford's back in that 2-3 zone. They're getting pretty content just chilling back there and just letting them pressure the ball. I mean, whenever there's gaping holes in the zone, whenever they move the ball, they're just not finding their open teammates.
I'm drawing my own.
Your own what?
So I don't get confused.
Okay.
Inside to Ellis. She puts it off the bottom of the rim. And now, Watchdog fans want a foul as it looked like Jensen might have thrown an elbow to get some space. No look pass to Rivers is a good assist from Janaea Cleveland. Rivers now has 5 points here in the ball game. Ella drives in once again, puts up the off-balance shot, but gets it to go. Ella Merriman has her first field goal of the basketball game. She has 5 points. Jensen all the way out to Rivers at the Tanager logo. Over to Voss, squares up, shoots the three-pointer. This one offensive rebound. Janaea Cleveland goes back up, another one missed, gets back her own board, and this time she scores. Janaea Cleveland gets her first points of the ball game. And it's 21-6. We'll see a timeout called. 21-16. Thank you, Cole. I don't know why I said 6 there. 21-16. 3:50 remaining here before halftime. We're back in 30 seconds on Live Ticket TV.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. Tanager fans, don't forget your chance to see Jay Drake this Sunday at the Vermillion Baseball Association Chili and Wild Game Feed fundraiser. That's coming up again this Sunday from 3 to 8 at the Charcoal Lounge in Vermillion. It's $20 per ticket, which does include the fresh walleye and chiseling from 4 to 6. Tickets can be purchased at the door the day of the event. You can also get autographs from the producer and color man Cole Larsh, who will also be attending the event. Right, Cole?
Yeah, sure. If you got the paper and the pen, I'll sign our autographs.
What color you want?
Any color. Doesn't matter.
The Watchdogs trailing by 5. It's in fact their biggest deficit of the basketball game. That's how close this one has been. Watchdogs try to force a pass. Somehow it finds its way to Ella. Inside they go. Shot is short. Ball being ping-ponged around. Looked like there was a push there. No whistle called as the officials let it play. Ella Merriam has it. Ella still with the dribble. Now dishes it off to Ellis. Handoff, three-pointer. This one's off the mark, and it goes to Roovers. Vermillion with the 5-point lead, 21-16. To Casey Hansen, three-pointer, good. Casey Hansen off the bench. 6 points in the ball game. And now a turnover. Quickly up to Barda. Barda has her shot blocked, but contact was made, and she'll be shooting free throws, as the foul will go against Kendra Ellis, picking up her second personal and the third team foul. First free throw is good for Barda, as she now has 2 points here in the ballgame. In fact, the Tanagers, 8 points off the bench. Cole, how great is that to see after we didn't really see that through the first 8-9 games of the season?
That's always a big help. I mean, obviously, the more depth that you have, the better it's going to be for your squad. And it's just one of those things where we haven't seen this with Vermillion this year. I mean, last year you think, oh, we could do a hockey line change pretty much every substitution, but this year it's been pretty slim pickings. Always good to see a more fruitful bench.
Of course, a couple of ACL injuries to begin this season, but Casey Hansen has come back from her summer ACL tear. Barda, three-pointer, good. Vermillion is starting to light it up from downtown. In fact, off the bench, Vermillion has hit 3 threes. 6 points for Barda, 6 points for Hansen. And the bench between two girls almost has as many points as the starting 5 does. Quick whistle there was on Barda picking up a foul. Her second personal, second team foul. 29-16, Koth, bounce pass inside, just a quick turnover. Roovers quickly the opposite way, up with her shot, can't get the go. And Vermillion misses now their 5th bunny inside, which is now leaving 10 points on the scoreboard. Count all those buckets, it'd be 39-16. This one wouldn't be even close, but a couple big shots here by Vermillion in the last minute have pulled it to their biggest lead of 13. Inside, handoff, Koth gets it, misses right there, but an offensive board as Ella comes up with it for the Watchdogs. Dribbles it back out, trying to use some screens. Still Ella. Keeping the dribble alive. Bounce pass inside to Koth. Koth, the scoop layup, too strong off the glass. Under 90 seconds. First half remaining. Up to Casey Hansen. Contact is made. Count the bucket. 8 points for her here in the ball game off the bench. And again, we talk about the bench and what it has meant. These two, Hansen and Barda, are just going off. In fact, you can say this much, Cole. The bench has now scored more, at least in this quarter, than they varsity starting 5 have. Second free throw, or excuse me, the and one opportunity for Hansen is good. 9 points for her in the ball game. And now another quick turnover, 32-16. And this one is just split wide open. Casey Hansen over to Barda, to Brooke Jensen, to Voss, to Casey Hansen straight away 3. Oh my goodness, she can't miss. Casey Hansen with now 12 in the ball game. 9 for the quarter. 35-16 with under a minute remaining. How crazy has this second quarter been for the Vermillion Tanagers, who struggled in the first almost 4 minutes to even find a bucket? They have gone off, and things have just gone from bad to worse. The Beresford Watchdogs only scoring 5 points here in this second quarter. Don't forget, fans, if you'd like to advertise here on Vermillion Tanagers Live, you can do so today, including an audio ad with banner. that can be created for you as low as $600. Get in. That includes the rest of the basketball season, all of baseball season, all of football season next year, volleyball season, and basketball season next year. Advertise for $600 for a year contract. You can get a hold of me today, 515-571-9022. You can also find my banner ad throughout the broadcast here on Live Ticket TV. Cole, don't be grumpy. It's okay. If you want your own personal ad.
I'm not grumpy. I'm grumpy at the fact that you just put your hands on me for the entire 30 seconds you were... I was ready here.
Cole, your hair is soft. What kind of shampoo are you using?
I don't know, whatever I got. I don't know.
Ella has it, top of the key, gonna drive in, and then a foul called as she went into the lane. It will go against the Tanagers. You're not a head and shoulders type of guy?
No.
I am.
Cool.
Hanson picks up her first. Out preach head and shoulders. I was using head and shoulders before Troy Polamalu was doing commercials for him. Inbound to Koth. Tried to force something up in Cleveland. Chandler, that is, just stole it away, and now Vermillion can just waste the rest of this first half and get a last bucket opportunity here. Leading it by 19. John Brooks calling out play one. Janaea over to Brooke Jensen, three-pointer, good. Oh my goodness, Vermillion has just opened this one wide open. 38-16. Vermillion outscores Beresford 22-5 in that second quarter, including hitting 4 threes in the second, and lead it by 22, 38-16 as we head to halftime. We'll step aside and take a look at the first half scoring. That is on the way next here on Live Ticket TV and Vermillion Tanagers Live.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
What's your big picture?
To keep the farm in the family.
To pay off the loan.
To start my own operation.
To drive Grandpa's combine. Right, Grandpa?
If owning a successful operation is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has ag experts to help you plan for the future.
To diversify.
To teach her how to drive a combine.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes managing your farm easier at bankeasy.com.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. here at Vermillion High School. Special recognitions as they're doing right now on the court. Cool to see this. 38-16 as the Vermillion Boosters are presenting awards here at the moment. For the Vermillion Tanagers, it was a big second quarter for them, including outscoring the Beresford Watchdogs 22-5 in that second quarter. Well, Tanagers have 2 players in double figures. As we were trying to figure out, we missed a 3-pointer for the Beresford Watchdogs somewhere in that first quarter. We finally figured out where we missed it at. And that being said, Cole Larsh has our first half statistics, including the Beresford Watchdogs just shooting 18% from the field. Cole, what do you have for us in the first half scoring-wise?
Yeah, it's really not a lot of scoring, but I mean, we look back at that pregame show. It's the 2 players that I highlighted that said they're going to run up and down the floor, put a lot of shots up. Lily Sievert, 11 points and 3 rebounds. Ella Merriman with 5 points and 3 rebounds for her, and then the rest of the stats just rebounds and assists for them. Beresford, 11 points in the first quarter, just 5 in that second quarter, for their total of 16. For Vermillion on the other end, leading scorer Casey Hansen off the bench with 12 and 3 rebounds. Barda off the bench with 6. Roovers with 5, a rebound, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Brooklyn Voss with 2 points and a steal. Janaea Cleveland, 2 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. And Brooke Jensen, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals, as well as Chandler Cleveland with 3 rebounds in that first half. Vermillion, 14 in the first, 24 in the second quarter for their total of 36 points. Heath, your halftime score, 38-16.
Cool, I've harped on it a couple times on the Vermillion Tanagers, but the Beresford Watchdogs are just as guilty. Chances inside, easy bunnies if we talk about it. Sometimes, and I will blame myself as a broadcaster. I make it sound so easy, right? It's a layup. You're right there. Hit it. And there's a lot of action going on. There's a lot of contact being made that's not necessarily called. It's not the easiest opportunity, but those are times that both teams have missed opportunities at capitalizing at some easy points.
Yeah, we're going to look here in a second if I can get this up and rolling as what both teams are really doing defensively. I mean, when you think about it, they should be getting some wide open shots on the inside, is because you look at Vermillion's defense here, just a pretty simple 1-3-1 zone. They're kind of going back into that a little bit after the full court pressure, but you look at it right now, just looking at this, just their base setup, you've got wide open space right here and wide open space right here. So, I mean, there should be some areas to work, but it just seems like every time Beresford's able to get the ball in the corner and they can get the very bottom defender to go out, whoever's cutting inside can't quite seem to get any shots to fall. And it also seems like Vermillion doing a very good job on the outside. They're playing way up. I mean, usually they're sitting back down here in line with all 3 right there. But right now they're playing up so far, trying to get some ball pressure, not allowing Beresford to get anything inside or into the corner. And we can look at the other side as well. For the Beresford Watchdogs, again, they're sitting in a 2-3 zone, but they're playing so far up that whenever Vermillion gets the ball in the corner down here, it just seems like everything's wide open because this forward goes out in the zone, the center comes way out, and the guard comes way out in the zone as well. So just anything right along here in the baseline and any cutting Tanager that can find some open space in the zone, it seems like they should be wide open. They should be getting a lot of points. Vermillion did a lot better job of doing that in that second quarter in order to capitalize on that. And then one more thing before I turn it back over to you, Heath, is I want to kind of touch on this full court press that Vermillion kind of went into in that second quarter, and they've kind of gone to earlier in the year and a couple games as well. It's just a pretty simple 1-2-2 zone press. Their main objectives is they want to try and trap you in these highlighted yellow corners, and for Beresford, it's where you want to stay out of. So no matter where they inbound it, they can just dribble it very slowly up to here. The defender's going to try and collapse, try and take away any pressure. But what Beresford's been doing a pretty good job of is these bottom players down here, they're taking the defenders all the way down with them. So it's really just a 3-on-3 all the way up court, and you can really get wherever you want to in the zone, especially the middle. You want to attack the middle of the zone right here against that zone press. There should be a lot of opportunities open. They've been doing a really good job breaking that press. It's just when Vermillion goes back and sitting back into their 1-3-1 zone, that's when Beresford's really struggling Excuse me, that's the wrong one. As this is where Beresford's really struggling, is Vermillion's putting so much ball pressure that Beresford can't get any offense rolling.
38-16 right now here at halftime. As we mentioned earlier, we're not here for a long time, as Cole and I will be taking our talents to ESPN at the end of the baseball season, and we're not for sure. I'm guessing.
Imagine the stuff I can draw up with baseball, too.
That's going to be kind of exciting.
Yeah. I'm ready. Let's roll.
I know Tom Heisinger is pretty ready. Again, if you'd like to advertise as well for the baseball season and the basketball season, you can get in today as low as $600 for a year advertising campaign. And we, of course, Live Ticket TV has over 90 schools all across the state of South Dakota, so you can advertise here in Vermillion. And if you want to reach out to other schools, just as the Beresford Watchdogs do, they, of course, have Live Ticket TV as well. You can stream on their mini sporting events. And you should check out the Beresford Watchdogs Live, as they have a lot of great camera angles. Cole, what does Beresford Watchdogs roll with nowadays? 4?
3, because they moved their PTZ on the opposite side. They mounted it right on top of the huddle camera, so they don't have to deal with a 1.5-second delay anymore. So 3 manual cameras they can set anywhere in the court that they want.
Don't they have one that a non-manual one too, or is that a PTZ that I'm thinking of?
Yeah, the Ronin camera maybe. They've been trying to use that a little bit. They've been having some issues. So 3 for sure cameras. Okay. Sometimes maybe 4. They sometimes have a wireless camera down on the court as well.
Yeah, that's I think the one I was thinking. That maybe not feature as much, but it does have some cool angles. Of course, we want to say hi to Jared Olson and the gang over there at the Beresford Watchdogs, and we welcome in all the Beresford Watchdog fans that are watching, as it's just been a struggle, at least in that second quarter, because in that first quarter, it was back and forth. Vermillion had just a 3-point lead. In fact, we saw 5 different lead changes in that first quarter before Vermillion outscored the Watchdogs 22-5, again in quarter number 2, and that is how they have such a large lead here at halftime of 38-16. We'll see if the Watchdogs can respond and get things going here in this third quarter. As we would say, they're not out of it, but certainly need to start getting back into it. Now, if you're looking for a comeback for the Watchdogs, we did see Vermillion outscore Madison last night here inside the Birdcage 13-0 in the last 2.5 minutes to beat Madison 61-60. That was a crazy game last night. We did talk to Jay Drake off air earlier this evening. He did say that's one of the best comebacks that his crew has ever had in his tenure here at Vermillion High School. As we get started, Brooke Jensen right away inside. She now has 13 points, and another easy bunny that we talked about at halftime missed for the Watchdogs. And Vermillion, on the opposite side, could really put this one up to a running clock quick if Watchdogs can't hit some shots.
Yeah, and of course, as I do that halftime segment, Beresford changes their defense just in a straight-up man, and it's going to be really hard to guard Vermillion against their man defense because they've got some size underneath. They can do exactly that, and, I mean, they're just so hard to guard in a man-to-man defense because they're all so quick.
(42-16), 7:02 third quarter. I might be laughing at just the size, just sheer size of Brooke Jensen on that last play that eventually she came up with the rebound. Kind of ripping it out of the arms of Janaea Cleveland and just scoring off of it. She's got 15, already 4 here in this quarter. Ball goes out of bounds, tripped. Rivers lost it, but it will stay with the Vermillion Tanagers. By the way, Cole, maybe one of the most interesting stats that we see at halftime was the fact that the second leading scorer coming in the ball game with 133 points, averaging 11 points so far a game. Chandler Cleveland has yet to score here in the ball game.
Yeah, but I think it's just one of those deals where, especially now with more depth coming off the bench, if it's not your night to score, then just keep passing it off, and that's what she's doing a really good job of. She's also been very excellent on the defensive end.
I don't think she'd even know. I wasn't going to finish that statement. Never mind. All right, Chandler Cleveland scored. All starters have scored now. 44-16. Just gotta talk about her for a little bit, and she'll score. And speaking of something else you could talk about, this starting 5 for the Vermillion Tanagers, Cole, I kind of mentioned it to you. Nothing's official as of right now, but the starting 5 at least. You can even talk about 6 out of 7 players that start varsity are going to be playing college sports at some level throughout their careers. 2 of them have committed. One's an 8th grader, and the other 2 haven't committed to a sport, but there have been conversations. Jumper left short. It's going to be an offensive board, back out, 3-pointer. This one is off the front of the iron as the Watchdogs just can't get a bucket here in this third quarter. Janaea Cleveland to Jensen, step back 3-pointer. This one off the mark, but Chandler Cleveland gets it. She goes up for it. Her shot blocked away, a loose basketball, and so we picked up by the Watchdogs, and then a whistle is called. Travel. They go against the Watchdogs, gives it back to Vermillion. By the way, you could probably figure out the first 2. Voss going to play volleyball at Briar Cliff. Brooke Jensen next year, or excuse me, 2 years to go play at Augustana, and then Janaea and Chandler have not made any commitments to play at the collegiate level, but Janaea, a chance that she goes and plays soccer somewhere, and Chandler an opportunity to maybe go play softball. Foul called on the drive, and it will go against number 25. Sharp, the freshman at 6 foot, picks up her first. In fact, that's the first time we've called her name. She actually got the start this second half. She's also the 5th different Watchdog to come off the bench. 45-16. Yeah, I don't know. I had a phone call during the broadcast earlier as well, Cole. And I don't know who that one is. The person knows me, though, and knows that I'm broadcasting the game, so I'm not quite for sure why they called me.
Well, I don't know that person. I don't know. I don't recognize the number.
Well, you are technically an EC, so you do have...
I'm not on call. 8:30 to 4:30. That's my on-call hours.
After a second missed free throw, Vermillion has another opportunity, but can't come away with the points, leading it by 29. 45-16, 5:08 third quarter. Bounce pass to the near side. Voss getting hands in there trying to steal it away. Still with Koth to Ella. Ella trying to get some space. Scoop layup was knocked out of her hand by Brooke Jensen and will go out of bounds, and it will stay with the Watchdogs. 45-16. Yeah, no, that's what I gave to you. Yeah, absolutely. I hope I know that team. And now a foul called against Janaea Cleveland, so she'll pick up her 3rd personal in the first team foul. (45-16), 4:51 at third quarter. Koth squares up, shoots the 3. This one in and out. Oh. Voss comes away with it.
You're right over there.
Yeah, that's what she was thinking with her hand out there. Reached like Odell Beckham Jr., just trying to pull it in, and eventually was able to do so. Foul was also called. Tweet picked up a foul, picking up the first team foul in her second team foul on the Watchdogs. Jensen, the drive. 3-pointer now for Chandler is off the heel. Did you get a voicemail from that person too, Cole?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
55 seconds long.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sure they don't. I bet I'm late on my federal taxes or something like that.
I don't think the federal taxes would leave a 55-second voicemail.
Well, they did a couple days ago.
Don't forget to pay your taxes, Cole. Don't forget to do your taxes. I don't know if you're going to have to pay or not this year.
Who knows?
Koth,
Father Dale takes care of all that.
See the one that does the taxes in the household for you?
Yeah.
3-pointer. This one off the mark.
I mean, he's in the tax office all day anyway when he gets his appointments, so he says, we'll just take care of yours because usually mine are pretty quick and simple.
Foul was called as Rivers drove. Yeah, farming families do spend a lot of time doing taxes, the things they can and cannot take advantage of, right, Cole? However, for some reason, I'm not blessed enough to have my parents that allow me to do my tax, or they do my taxes for me. I have to do them myself nowadays, which As we know, Cole, with my other priorities in life, I've gotten very, very complicated as of late, as I've received some extra paperwork that I probably shouldn't be receiving. But because of my decisions in life, I now have to deal with them. Quick substitution as Janaea Cleveland will come out, and Casey Hansen with 12 points off the bench will come in. Also, Brooke Jensen takes his spot as Bardo will check in. Free throw for Ruvers is good. Rivers has 6 points in the ball game, and it is now a running clock with 3:43 remaining here in the ball game. I was wondering if it was some type of school, and I was correct. And I was thinking that was the first school that came to my mind since it was a Sioux Falls number. Bucket was good there at the time by Sievert. She has 10 now in the ball game, 46-18. Hopefully they're not in a drastic situation right now.
I hope not.
Three-pointer good for Chandler Cleveland. She now has 5 in the quarter. Cool, if you need to go take that, you certainly can. Scoop layup good by Ella. She has 7 points. Well, I don't know what you want to do right now. You're over there texting away. Jumper for Casey Hansen is good. Casey Hansen now with 14 points off the bench. Second leading scorer. And now just back and forth action. Miss Bunny, offensive board, another one missed. And finally, Casey Hansen comes with the rebound. Over to Rivers. Rivers gets by one defender. Rivers the free throw line jumper good. Rivers with 8 here in the ball game, 53-20. Bounce pass to Ellis. Chips, I don't know why they'd be calling you, Cole, as it's this late in the evening. Three-pointer, good for Ella. She now has 10 points in the ball game.
Hey, Heath, remember in the pregame show when I noted 2 players that were going to be pretty good offensively for the Beresford Watchdogs?
Both of them have 10?
They both have all the points.
I thought you said Cassie Tweet hit that three-pointer earlier.
Nope, I did not. Sievert hit the 3. Sievert has 13 and Merriman has 10.
Oh, Cole, you got me off. She has 3 points there, which give her.
Sievert had 8 in the first,
Cole,
3 in the second, and 2 in the third.
Let me think
for their total of 13. Now 14 with the made free throw.
I hate you. Foul, by the way, was called against Brooklyn Voss, picking up her second team foul. Gotta be careful, my Sharpie. I don't get this on my nice flannel. My mom would be upset.
I hope I didn't get any pen on my brand new polo.
Second free throw is off the mark. 53-24, 142, third quarter. We are seeing a running clock, and we'll see that running clock throughout the fourth quarter as well. Casey Hansen shoots another 3. Oh, my goodness, Cole. Her 4th 3 of the ball game is 17 points for her off the bench. 56-24. And remember, Tanager fans, Casey Hansen just came back on Thursday. Koth scores. She's the first Watchdog that's not Merriman and Sievert to score. Inside to Janaea Cleveland. Count the bucket. No, don't count the bucket. They say it comes before the shot. Third team foul against the Beresford Watchdogs, and it will also be, the 5th on Tweet. So she'll foul out of the basketball game for the Beresford Watchdogs.
It's only 4.
Oh, it is only 4?
Apparently.
Dang it, I hope she doesn't score for the rest of the game.
Because you just Sharpied the entire thing out?
Yeah, I just Sharpied her name out.
There you go.
I hope, you know what? I hope she does score now, just for my mistake. Foul inside against Brooke Jensen. Free throws upcoming for Sievert. And the second against Brooke Jensen. And the third team foul. 56-26. Free throw is off the mark for Sievert. 29 seconds remain here in this third quarter. Second free throw. This one is good for Sievert, who's got 15 for the ball game. It's in the backcourt. Tanagers leading it by 29. Janaea Cleveland over to Barta. Barta to Rivers. Vermillion will hold, of course, for the last second shot here. Still Rivers as they clear out space for her. Rivers makes her move and then has it picked away from her at the end. Ella trying to make something happen. We're going to get a reach-in foul before the buzzer. The foul will count. It was never a shot, so it should end the quarter.
Yep.
Because of the running clock, it will run out the clock. I think we're confused right now. It was not a shot. The foul will still count. There we go. Foul called on Brooke Jensen, picking up her third personal. It was the fourth team, and that's, again, doesn't matter here in the end. 56-27 after 3 quarters. The fourth and final quarter is coming up next here on Live Ticket TV.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with me, Heath, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of me today and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV. Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. 56-27. Both teams have their starting 5 out there with a 29-point lead for the Vermillion Tanagers. So the Beresford Watchdogs just try to make something happen here in this final quarter here. Battle inside, turnaround jumper is off the mark there for Hannah. Rivers up to Janaea Cleveland. Coley won't see the starting 5 out there long for the Vermillion Tanagers as this one goes inside to Cleveland. And Chandler Cleveland, after not scoring in that first half, now has 7 points here in the ball game.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Vermillion leaves their starting unit out there for any longer than the next minute and a half.
Leading it by 31. Voss, the right-handed dribble, down inside, and this one's good for Janaea Cleveland. She has 4 points. But Cole, we talked about it on a pregame show as well. For Vermillion, the way they're looking to finish off their season, you want to get some convincing wins, and they certainly do that here tonight against the Beresford Watchdogs in this Region A matchup, or Region 4A matchup.
Yeah, like you said, it's exactly what you want to do. You want to come in, you want to make sure that just make sure you take care of business. You don't want anything to happen late in the year, and you just got to take care of business now, and the rest of the games will fall into place.
Again, Vermillion still has to play on the road at Sioux Falls Christian, the DAC-12 NEC Clash, at Dakota Valley, at Lennox, and at Wagner. Only 2 home games remain for Vermillion. And now we're going to see the starting 5 come out of the ball game. Rivers finishes with 8. Brooklyn Voss with 2. Janaea Cleveland with 4. Chandler Cleveland with 7. 17 points for Brooke Jensen. And we won't see Casey Hansen. She'll finish with 17. We won't see Barta anymore. She'll finish with 6. So Tanagers finish with 2 in double figures, including the 2 juniors that finished with 34 combined points. And Vermillion, highest point total against Cole's alma mater this season with 73, 11 off from that mark. They won't get that point tonight.
Crazier things have happened in the birdcage.
Including last night. A 13-0 run to end the ball game, and the Vermillion boys beat Madison 61-60 in the final 2.5. That was pretty crazy. Watchdogs control it. Try to force something inside, and it's turned over. And now a whistle called. And a foul that's called against the Vermillion Tanagers. So free throws upcoming. Foul goes against Hansen. And first free throw is good for Ellis, as Ellis now has her first point in the ballgame. Second free throw is off the mark and rebounded by Hansen. 62-28, 4:30 fourth quarter. Pass is going to be stolen away by the Watchdogs. Ella quickly the opposite way, off the glass and good for 2. She has 12 points here in the ball game. 62-30. Watchdogs still have plenty of home games coming up left on their schedule, including next one coming up this Saturday against Alcester Hudson. Also, Beresford will play another Region 4A opponent, Elk Point Jefferson, at home later on this season. Foul called against the Watchdogs, and Wallen will miss her first free throw. The foul went against Ella there. And now, Coach Paulson will bring out her starters, as Ella will finish with 12 points here in the ball game. Lily will finish with 15. Ellis will finish with a point. And Harley finishes with 2 for the Watchdogs tonight. So we're seeing a little bit of JV action right now on the court. Vermillion won in their JV game. Did not play a freshman C game here at the Birdcage earlier this evening. The drive inside, this one's off the mark. Because we talk about 63-30 for the Vermillion Tanagers. Got a big game coming up this Thursday at Sioux Falls Christian. A chance for, as of right now, to be tied for first for the DAC 12 title, regular season conference title that is. But they need to win against Sioux Falls Christian. Big one coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one. That's about all that. It's going to be a big game.
Something that Vermillion will have maybe advantage over that we look at tonight is the bench, with now Casey Hansen back. That big dynamic that she adds. And we even saw it tonight for the Vermillion Tanagers. 23 points off the bench. So the free throw is good for Cole Ford, as Hannah gets her first point of the basketball game, 63-31. And for Vermillion taking on Aberdeen Roncalli. Good Watchdogs team as well this season, Cole. I think a lot of fans for Beresford didn't know what to expect, and they've had a great season so far. They're going to drop to 9-5 after tonight, but really prove themselves a very worthy opponent, if you will, in the Big East Conference.
Yeah, it's just one of those deals where they graduated quite a few seniors last year, and a pretty new team, but the same coaching staff, so it's going to be one of those deals where you know kind of what the program's going to be like, but you don't quite know what the players are going to be like, and they're shaping to be a pretty tough squad, and also a fairly young squad, if I remember correctly.
What were you going to say?
Just 2 seniors on the roster for Beresford.
As you mentioned, a couple of main scorers coming back for next year for the Watchdogs. So as you mentioned, they will be extremely exciting to watch. And all it does is make this Region 4A even tougher. We know it's the toughest conference, or I should say region, in Class A, but when you talk about youth and more teams just getting stronger and stronger, it makes it tougher to come out of it.
Yeah, it's especially this year when you look at, if I remember correctly, 6 out of the 8 teams are well above 500, and 1 out of those 8 are pretty close to 500, if not right at 500. So another pretty tough region again this year. It'll be interesting to see how the region tournament plays out, especially how the games leading up to it, as we don't know who's going to get what seed yet, and that could be very important for the tournament.
Driving in, Wallen scores 67-31. Yeah, you mentioned Vermillion 9-3, T area 10-2, Lennox 10-3, Elk Point, Jefferson 12-2, Dakota Valley 10-4, Canton was 6-5, and then again Beresford coming into tonight 9-4. You think Parker wants to get out of it?
Didn't they say that when we were up there calling the game last year?
They'd like to get out of this region maybe for a little bit of time.
And they're a very small school in Class A anyway.
Now, there is, of course, rumors as well. Over the next couple of years, something could happen that would force a B team up into the A levels, and it would almost have to be that team would have to join this conference. Or this region.
I don't think they have to join the conference, but
join the region, I apologize.
Yeah.
Which I could also see them joining the conference.
Might as well.
Just for location.
Yeah, I mean you're playing all the teams anyway with your region schedule.
Do you know what team I'm talking about there, Cole?
No idea.
Freiburg Hurley.
Well, that'd be interesting.
Has a chance of making a jump to Class A due to just job opportunities. My goodness, the Beresford student section has been fed Pizza Ranch pizza over the Vermillion student section. And the Beresford student section is enjoying it. Smelling good. I actually had some Pizza Ranch pizza on Sunday.
You know what's crazy, Heath?
You haven't had pizza since yesterday.
I didn't ask.
Cole, I bet you have Domino's pizza tonight.
I don't know. I'll have to see what I'm feeling.
Wallen over to Hanson. Vermillion trying to get one final shot up here with this JV squad if they can find something offensively. And now John Brooks calls him off. The goal is just to let the JV team play it out and have some fun out there, and eventually he says, all right, couldn't find anything, enough is enough. Let's call it out there. Vermillion gets the commanding victory tonight, 67-31 over the Beresford Watchdogs. Vermillion now moves to 10-3 overall. 3-1 in the region, and they remain 5-1 in the DAC-12. Beresford drops to 9-5 overall, dropped to 1-3 in the region, and of course remain 5-1 in the Big East. Again, final here inside the Birdcage, 67-31. Our post-game show is coming up next here on Live Ticket TV. The Vermillion Baseball Association Chili and Wild Game Feed fundraiser comes up on Sunday, February 4th from 3 to 8 at the Charcoal Lounge in Vermillion. It's $20 for a ticket, which includes 2 free drink tickets, fresh walleye and chislic from 4 to 6, and kids' meals will be available for $5. Tickets can be purchased at the door the day of the event. Don't miss out on the Vermillion Baseball Association Chili and Wild Game Feed fundraiser coming up on Sunday, February 4th at the Charcoal Lounge. There's no better organization that gives back to the student athletes than the Booster Club. The Vermillion Booster Club is committed to helping all student athletes grow. Join the Tanager faithful today by becoming a member at GoTanagers.com. While you're there, check out team apparel for your favorite sports team. Like them on Facebook to stay up to date on all the latest information and sports games. Join the Vermillion Boosters today and go Tanagers.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Insurance rates are on the rise, and now more than ever, every penny counts. With me, John Brooks at DFS Insurance, we can look over your coverages and find the right insurance carrier to help you keep your costs down. At DFS Insurance, I'm an independent agent, which allows me to offer a variety of different carriers to fit your needs. When you're ready for your free, no obligation quote, give me a call and we'll get you on the path to the best and most affordable insurance you need with Dakota Financial Services.
Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, and the right seed, and you'll find that with Pioneer Seed at Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. With the most advanced technologies and local experts, Dakota Seed and Service share in your hard work on the farm, adapting to an ever-changing industry. When you need the right seed, protection, and service, make it Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer, Merce Appliance, downtown Vermillion. Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. 67-31 is your final inside the birdcage as the Vermillion Tanagers move to 10-3 overall, getting ready for one of the toughest stretches to end their season, including taking on top 5 Sioux Falls Christian and then receiving votes Aberdeen Roncalli, 2 games on the road this Thursday and Saturday for the Vermillion girls. Certainly not going to be an easy stretch whatsoever, but Vermillion does a nice job here tonight to just take care of business and have themselves a very, very big game, including 2 that finished with 17 points in the ball game. In fact, only 2 Tanagers finished with 17 points in the ball game. By the way, in this game, as I said, 67-31 was your final. We had 6 lead changes and also 5 different leads by the Beresford Watchdogs. After quarter number 1, it was 14-11. Vermillion outscored Beresford 24-5. Outscored Beresford 18-11 in the third and 11-4 in the fourth to get such a huge victory tonight. Cole Larsh, give us our final game numbers as we look at it here on the broadcast.
Thanks for stealing my thunder, Heath.
Do you want the piece of paper that's in front of me?
No, I always say that at the end, and you just, whatever. Final stats first for the Beresford Watchdogs. They were led in scoring by Lily Sievert. She finished with 15 points, 6 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Ella Merriman, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals for her. Holly Koth, 2 points, 2 boards, and a block. Kendra Ellis with a free throw, 2 rebounds, and a steal. And Hannah Colford with a free throw late. Beresford, like you said, 11 in the first, 5 in the second, 11 in the third, and 4 in the fourth for their total of 31 points. Then for the Vermillion Tanagers, they're led in scoring by Casey Hansen and Brooke Jensen, both had 17, and I will go down the roster numerically. And Hansen, 17 points, 4 rebounds for her. Barta, 6 points in the contest. Roovers, 8, a rebound, and 4 assists and 3 steals. Brooklyn Voss, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Janaea Cleveland, 4 points, 7 rebounds, including 4 on the offensive end, and 4 assists and 2 steals. Chandler Cleveland, 8 points, 5 rebounds, and a block. Brooke Jensen, 17 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And Madigan Wallen with 3 points. Vermillion, 14 in the first, 24 in the second, 18 in the third, and 11 in the fourth quarter for their total of 67 points. Beresford again falls to 9-5. Vermillion will go to 10-3.
67-31 is your final. Let's get to our post-game interviews as we'll catch up with head coach John Brooks here in just a little bit. But right now, here on the post-game show, we catch up with the senior Bailey Baylor. Bailey, a big victory for your squad tonight. How great does this one feel to just have the offense clicking once again and a big performance of just hitting a lot of threes here in the ball game?
Feels really good. Feels like we're all back together as a team and playing as a team and finally making shots like we should be.
How did it feel to hit a three the other night?
Felt great.
I would say I was watching you. I was right there. I don't know if you heard me or not, but I did say shoot it. And then I'm claiming that three was good because of me, because you shot the three and you made it. So I don't know if you heard me or not, but I'm going to claim that one. You come in. I want to focus on just you now for a moment. As that senior, your role has been coming off the bench. But how much has this been about maybe not your minutes, but just being together as a family and providing the support on the bench?
Yes, it's definitely just about supporting my other girls that are on the court, and I really enjoy just cheering them on. Even if I'm not on the court, I definitely still enjoy being with the team and cheering them on.
Of course, you get that opportunity on the court when you do hit the hardwood. How fun and exciting is it to be out there?
Yes, it's definitely so exciting because our team is already up by so much, so we just get to go out there and play and just enjoy the minutes that we get out there.
I say let loose and have some fun out there. Focus ahead now. You guys moved to 10-3. It's been a phenomenal past couple of seasons for the girls, but you know this next stretch comes up is going to be a very tough one. What's the focus of the girls right now going into the next few days?
Definitely just continuing to play as a team and being aggressive and going out there with confidence. And yeah.
Well, that's certainly going to be a big focal point for Sioux Falls Christian. Did Coach Brooks say anything about the Chargers or just enjoy the moment right now?
He said to enjoy what we just did right now, but also moving forward, we need to take that one against Sioux Falls Christian for sure.
Well, hey, Bailey, enjoy this one 67-31. Go enjoy it with the team, all right?
Yes, thank you.
There she is, Bailey Baylor here on the postgame show as the Vermillion girls once again get the victory 67-31 over the Beresford Watchdogs. We're going to step aside for a quick moment when we come back. Head coach John Brooks is on the way next. We'll also take a look at scores from across the state of South Dakota. That is on the way next here on Live Ticket TV. Since 1966, Louis Cleaning and Restoration has served the Vermillion and Southeast South Dakota area with high-quality work and even higher-quality customer service. At Vermillion's oldest cleaning and restoration company, they pride themselves on providing the best service with friendly, knowledgeable staff. They specialize in cleaning, offering extensive cleaning services with high-powered equipment at an affordable price. Check out their website for a full list of services they offer. And next time you need it clean, call Louis Cleaning and Restoration.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporter of Tanager Athletics and the student athlete. 67-31 is your final inside the birdcage as we're going to catch up with head coach John Brooks. I don't know how long it's going to be.
anywhere between now and 9 p.m.
The inside joke is this might be another 20 minutes at least. Cole, what do you got for scores for us?
We're going to look at some scores across the state of South Dakota. Mount Vernon Plankton defeats Gregory 67-27. Again, these are girls' scores, and we'll try and get some more regional games, either Region 4 or Region 5. Wagner over Hanson 68-30. Number 1, Siston over Britton Hecla 51-37. Sioux Falls Christian number 4 over Canton 60-30. EPJ over Lennox 57-54. West Central over Tri-Valley in a game that just went final 48-44. Number 1 O'Gorman out of AA leads number 5 out of AT 50-41 with 2 minutes to go in the contest. Dubrook leads Madison 25-13. And that is all the regional games being reported. I'll switch over to boys here quickly. Gregory leads MVP 37-30. Hanson leads Wagner 28-27 at the half. Del Rapids leads Flandreau 35-19 at the half. Western Christian of Iowa leads T-Area 30-16 at the half. Canton 13, Sioux Falls Christian 9. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter there. That one just got started. Lennox 13, EPJ 12. That one just got started as well halfway through the first quarter. That's all the area girls and boys Class A scores, Heath.
I'm going to keep my comments to myself here tonight. 67-31. I better not say anything more because I will get myself in trouble. We're going to wrap it up here. The Vermillion girls get the victory over the Beresford Watchdogs tonight, 67-31. We will be back with you on Thursday at Sioux Falls Christian as the girls will be taking on the Chargers for a chance to share that DAC 12 Conference regular season title here at the moment. A lot can still happen yet this season, but should be a doozy in Sioux Falls. If you can't make it there to cheer on the girls, again, we'll have all the coverage right here on Live Ticket TV and Vermillion Tanagers Live. For Cole Larsh, I'm Heath Nimke. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening.